Hello, hello, welcome to my channel, Renzo here. Hello Christopher, hello new singer, hello Cash Wilthorpe. Okay, I'm gonna paint a new portrait today. As you know, I usually use synthetic brushes. I have some of them here. Okay, the colors I'm gonna use are titanium white, cat yellow, cat orange, cat red, permanent alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, and ivory black. Okay. Okay, let's sketch a little bit. I'm just moving here my image. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm squinting down my eyes. I see the photograph pretty easy, the light, one area of the face, and the shadow. Okay, I'm gonna prepare basically just two values, light for the light and the shadow. I'm mixing just orange, a touch of yellow, and white. I'm not using any medium. What I know is there's some kind of transparent layer. Okay. New singer is asking me where are you from? I'm from Peru, South America. Hello Sonir, hello Monique, hello Sharam, hello Kitachi. Oh, Sharon, hello Sharon. Christopher is asking me if painting a yellowish part of the face, should I use the same shadow tint from the pinkish part of the face? Okay, is that yellowish face? I mean, you should see a difference. It doesn't matter that the face, maybe the faces could be more yellowish, orangey, even let's say greenish, but the reddish part of the face gotta follow that color. And you need a variation. It's just yellowish, maybe you're gonna end up using kind of an orangey variation. Check out, maybe that works. But I'm trying to guess just because how yellowish is the face. I don't know. Okay, I'm just painting. You see the light, not too much paint. Okay. Now I'm gonna mix another color, orange, white, a touch of blue. Okay, this is gonna be for the shadows. Okay, I have the light in this portion. Here's gonna be shadow. I'm gonna start working just basically following shapes. Shadow, shadow, shadow. Okay, you see? Not too much paint, now medium. Okay, always thinking about measurement, okay? I was thinking about the measurements. For example, from the brow to the nose, from the nose to the chin. It's always the same. Okay, I always thinking about that. The center line of the face, the alignment of the eyes. Even now that basically I don't have too much on my canvas, I'm thinking about that. Gonna pick up a new brush. Let's mix a darker brown. Mixing ultramarine blue, orange, and red. Hello Sagar, hello Nari, hello Christopher. Okay, let's paint the hair. I'm trying to simplify the forehead to a simple shape that's gonna be easier to copy. Okay, it's the same here. For example, this side of the face. I think about this shape as a shape, okay? Not thinking that I'm trying to copy a shape, not the form, not the volume right now, just shape, and just imagining that's something flat. It's the same when we work the structure of the face. Okay, we can do this, and when we think about the planes of the face, we can do okay. We can think about this, for example. Oops, that's too much. One plane for the forehead, and all this area of the face is, let's say that's it's not flat, but let's imagine that this is flat and this is another plane of the face. Okay, it's going to be the same, for example, for the nose. Let's say a frontal plane, a lateral plane. Okay, I'm going to erase this. I'm going to use a little bit of linseed oil. And I need more orange. Hello, Javier. Hello, Tuong V. Okay. Okay, let's continue. I'm mixing brown again. Just ultramarine blue, orange, a touch of black and red. A little bit of linseed oil. Stepping back. Yeah, looks like everything is okay. Okay, I have the head, the face, basic structure. I'm gonna paint the background. just black and white for the background. A little bit of linseed oil. A little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna mix more. Just black and white. Okay. Tipu is asking me, do you have painted Juliette Binoche before? Yes, I have painted her like a couple of months ago. Nettie is asking me, do you paint with oil or acrylics? This painting is with oils. Hello, Maggie. Christopher is asking me, it is safe to have charcoal under drawing? Uh, yeah. I mean, you can just graphite, charcoal, anything you want. I prefer, that what I have seen on older paintings is the graphite or charcoal when it's too dark, it shows through the layers. Okay, and pretty sure we don't want that. And I prefer when I draw with charcoal, because it's pretty soft. I draw and then I use a brush like this. It's pretty soft and kind of erase the drawing. I'm gonna make this a little bit darker. I'm adding white. Sorry, black. That's too much black. Okay. Now, basically, I have established just the shape of the face, the overall shape, some shadows for the position of the eyes, nose, and mouth. Now I'm going to draw. I'm gonna pick up a smaller brush, and I'm gonna think that this is a pencil. Okay. I don't want too much paint. I just want to think that this is a pencil, like maybe a 2B pencil. Okay. Hello, Paul Sarsa. Paul Sarsa is asking me, it's okay for me to say you're drawing as much as painting? When I watch you, it feels like you're drawing, which to me is great. Oh, yeah, I mean, because I work in usually in YouTube, but the Prima, I used to work and draw and paint at the same time. Yeah, it's just I can change the order, but the end is gonna be the same. Sometimes I start with the drawing. Now I have started basically two values and establishing where is gonna be the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And now I'm gonna use this and just draw. Okay, remember that I have the image to my left. That helps me a lot to place the eyes. Okay, now you can start just simplifying even the drawing the same way that I've been simplifying this. You see straight lines, even you can see a little bit of the lines on the face. I can do the same with anything on the face, like for example here, I love to use this diamond shape. I think it's the simple thing that we can use, simple shape that we can use for drawing. Okay. And again, what I'm trying right now to do is basically put the eyes on the right position. Okay. Not too much paint, you see my brush, it has just paint on the tip of the brush. Now since I have the image to my left, it's kind of easier to place the position of the eyes, nose and mouth. Because I'm comparing a lot with the photograph. Same size, the photograph is at the same size of my painting. And I gotta say that, I always mention, okay, try to print out the photograph you're about to paint from, because it's, if it's not, you're not able to do it, it's okay to paint from a cell phone, but it's a little bit just more difficult. And I think that everybody that has painted portraits, to know that getting the likeness of the person is pretty difficult. Having a photograph the same size of the painting, that's gonna help you with the likeness. Likeness is about comparison. We need to compare a lot. Try to find the differences and correct them. And if you have this painting this size and the photograph this size, the comparison is going to be a little bit more difficult. Hello, Dita. Okay, let's continue. I'm doing the same here. I see this brown. Obviously, it's not just a line, but just starting this brown with this. And this one, I'm simplifying this one with this. Two lines, just that. And if you know a little bit of anatomy, you can check out using anatomy. For example, the shadow here, the shadow is because of the zygomatic bone that's here. And the same is happening in this area. Okay. Remember that anatomy is gonna help you to see more. Okay. Let me just make a little bit of drawing to just show the structure of the face. Yes. Okay. This is gonna be kind of to see planes, how we change, how we move the things on the face. Here, for example, we need to get this curvy form. Here's a knob, here's a bump, here's a bump. Okay. I have to erase all of this. This definitely helps me with the structure and the volume of the face. Okay. I think the position of the eyes are okay. The nose and the mouth, yeah. Obviously, I need to work on the shapes of the. You see, the eye is kind of. She has a bigger eye. It's more open, especially this one. The nose is more pointy. Yeah, I'm gonna continue working on that little by little. Okay, let's see. I have a shadow here. Shadow here. Okay. Okay, let's continue now. Let's continue down my eyes, and since I don't have too much paint, I started with a medium and not too much paint. This kind of, I do that because now I'm gonna darken up some areas, and I gotta say that's gonna be a little bit easier since I don't have too much of this lighter color. Okay, let's darken up. Okay, I'm gonna mix this too. Now, obviously, for the color of the shadow, I can pick up I can mix just brown, darker orange. Obviously, that's a basic color. It's not like the shadow is gonna be that color, but on top of this color, we can add more variations, greenish. I don't know. It depends, on the skin. It depends of light conditions. It depends on temperature. If the light is warm, it's the shadow. Uh, all those things. Okay. Let's see. I have shadow here. Let me see. We're gonna add more orange, more red. I'm thinking about the color. I don't like that color. I think the color on the skin is kind of really fresh, kind of orangey, a little bit even yellowish. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's continue. I think I'm just using, maybe this color is too dark. Anyway, when we paint, This is gonna be a back and forth process, and I'm gonna be adjusting values a lot, lighting up, darkening up. That's gonna be okay. Okay, let me see. Yeah, doing okay, doing okay, doing okay. Okay. I'm mixing black and coming red. And this is gonna be black. The black, I think, is kind of already dark brown. Okay, let me see. Thank you, Shiro. Okay, okay, almost black the hair. Yeah. I'm squinting down my eyes and just thinking and trying to stepping back a little bit and comparing. I'm gonna take a little bit of paper towel. Erasing a little bit of here. Mixing black and alizarin crimson. I'm drawing again. Okay, let me step back. Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to see, check out position of the eyes, nose, and mouth. Okay, even that you don't see that much. I'm comparing and thinking about that. Obviously, the values are not okay yet. If you have any question, just let me know. Hmm. Javier is saying, but more soon than late, the values will be perfect, as always. Yeah, it's just like drawing, adjusting lights, midtones, and shadows. D. Zuckerbacher is asking me, when did you start painting this way? Oh, yeah, it's not like one way, just one way, but let's say that the process is always the same, but sometimes I change the order. Like sometimes I start just with a tight drawing, and sometimes I start with a kind of a sketchy drawing, and sometimes I don't start with uh, a linear drawing at all. It's just more about shapes. And later of that shapes, I start just what I'm doing right now is just going for a linear drawing. And let's say that's a combination between a linear drawing and a shape drawing. I don't know if that exists, but basically I'm just paying attention to shapes in order to copy. But it's not just one. I mean, I think it's never just one thing. It's a combination of everything. Because I have studied all of those things. There is no way that I'm pretty sure there's no way for me to kind of say, "Hey, I'm not gonna measure." It's something that I have done that for so many years that I'm pretty sure that that thing is working on my head, always thinking about the same structure again and again. This is repetition, repetition, which obviously is practice. Uh, and it depends what. Definitely, if I start painting a commission, for example, maybe I could start with a more tight drawing to be more precise. Let me step back. Okay. Have you seen? It is a pleasure to see the process. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a pleasure for me to show you all the process. It's a pleasure for me to share the process. I think the distance from between the eyes usually is one eye. I think I have a mistake here. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Let me see the skin color. I'm going to see if I can just exaggerate the skin color a little bit. I mean, make it more yellowish. Let's see. Making the nose a little bit reddish. If you've been watching my channel, I always mention this, the reddish areas on the face. Nose, cheeks, upper and lower eyelid, and chin. Okay, and sometimes on the forehead. Now you choose when to add this reddish color. You can even let the painting dry and add a glaze. That's gonna be okay. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna step back. Okay, I think that's too yellowish. I'm gonna keep it there, but maybe what I need to do is create more contrast. I have to darken up the background. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Too early to judge my own painting. Have you seen? I actually enjoy all your videos. Really enjoy. But when you paint, thick paint is incredible. Oh yeah, I gotta paint. I gotta, yeah, yeah. I gotta. I mean, uh, There's a reason, it's not that much, but when I use really thick paint, uh, I gotta be like, how can I say it? It's not gonna be kind of a relaxing session for me because thick paint is always a little bit more difficult to control. But definitely I will paint again with really heavy brush strokes. I love the result. I just the process is obviously a little bit difficult. Okay. One thing, I love the light on the face. That's pretty nice. I love the pink. I think I can get. I'm gonna get the color here. I need more contrast. I need to darken up the background one. And what about the shadow here? You know, the photograph, the shadow is pretty dark. On the photograph, everything is gonna look okay, but on the painting, maybe it's not gonna be that good to make the shadow that dark. Pretty close to be as dark as the jacket, even the hair. Dark, dark, dark. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep it. Maybe just this value, not too dark. Definitely more contrast with the background. Yeah, the background is darker and it's kind of looks like it has a little bit of yellow. Let's see. I still need to darken up the hair. I'm thinking right now. Okay, I'm gonna pick up just black and a touch of alizarin crimson. I need more black. D.S. Zuckerberg is asking me, is Juliette your favorite actress? Uh, no, I don't think that I have a favorite actress, but I just happened that I saw this image yesterday and I thought, oh wow, this is beautiful. I just want to paint it. And I realized, hey, I have painted here once. Yeah, who cares? I mean, it's about the image, it's about the light, the position, the color. It's about more about that than painting here twice or three times. So, yeah. It's a combination, between her face and this amazing photograph. Okay, let's see. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, maybe I can keep it lighter here. Keep it lighter here a little bit. I need to move this a little bit up. Yeah, okay, I have a problem here. I think I have to reduce this. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, things that like this are gonna happen to you so many times. You know that you're gonna narrow an area, and then maybe 5 minutes later, You just put it back to where it was because it's just that. Correcting, correcting, and correcting. We're moving things. No, my son yesterday was complaining that he was drawing a face. Yeah, I don't know who, but a face, and he was like, "Hey, the one of the eyes is just like off." No, I told him, "Okay, you're checking out. You need to check out, the line here that goes like that." And he was like, "Yeah, I did it for a little bit, and I forgot to check out again, and now I gotta correct it, and now I gotta that." He was just like, I know. I mean, over the years, I got used to all the mistakes that for me it's just like I gotta continue painting and painting and painting. It's just that. I just don't stop to think that something is wrong, to think that, hey, this painting is not okay. No, I just continue and continue and continue. And one thing, my son is painting with Photoshop, digital painting, and he was having some obviously problems, because and he was using a lot of layers and all of the things about Photoshop. And he started to paint a little bit with tempera. He started to practice. It's amazing. He realized, hey, all the mistakes here. I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, he was amazed about that. Obviously, something that was is pretty obvious, that we correct everything just by putting more paint. We put more paint and we correct. We continue painting and put more paint. Sometimes we erase too. Sometimes I take my palette knife and erase something, and I continue painting. And he was like, "Okay, I think I'm gonna try to do this with Photoshop. I'm not gonna use any layer, just one layer, and paint." And then he came to me like, "Hey, it's pretty good. I'm not stopping anymore to think to go back and correct. I just continue, 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 and correcting, I mean, on the fly, correcting during the whole process." Yeah. Yeah, something that is not normal for young people that start to practice with digital painting. Something pretty normal for people that start painting with the traditional painting. Okay, let's see. Let's step back. Yeah, I think I'm getting close. Obviously, not that close, but I got the feeling that I'm getting closer. But it's a little bit fun. I have to just something is not good here. I can see my mistakes. Here's just not good. I have to move the cheek a little bit up, more light. It's kind of I have to reduce here because she's kind of fat. The width of the face is not okay. Mm. Yeah. Paul Sarsa is asking me, are you using medium or oil? Medium or oil? Medium. This is oil paint. I had used a little bit of linseed oil to paint the background, just that. I haven't used any medium for these mixtures. Okay, let's continue. need a little bit of light here. Basically, with the same brush that I apply the light, you know, I pressure a little bit more to lay down the paint, and I change the pressure to blend. Okay. Then I have to narrow this side of the face, and I have to do the same here. Let's see if that works. Or maybe no, maybe, okay, I'm gonna narrow this side of the face. Just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm making a line here. I'm gonna pick up just alizarin crimson. And I need to make this line here. Let's see, I think the nose is more pointy. Here too, I think here's okay. Something had happened on the street not close to my house, and they kind of blocked a street. And right now we have a lot of cars just going here. It's a kind of a narrow street, and it's kind of impossible to cross it. Everybody getting using this street just to not to get out to another bigger avenue. Let's see. Let's step back. Yeah, I think it's better. I still need to narrow here a little bit more. Yeah? Yeah, this side of the face is pretty close to the nose. And maybe move the light that I placed it here a little bit more to kind of narrow the nose. Okay, I'm moving that. The brow is not okay. I think it's more tilted down. Sticker is tilted down. I don't know, something is not okay there. What about the background? I think I need to darken out the background a little bit more. Okay, let me think. The light is here, here, here. The rest is in shadow. That's okay. Pinky color on the cheeks, pinky color on the nose, chin. That's okay. A little bit of greenish here. Yeah, I'm gonna add the green later. The eyes are pretty dark. they're gonna kind of drive the attention to the eyes. The hair pretty dark, the jacket pretty dark. Dark, dark, dark. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. I'm gonna continue darkening up those areas. And what I'm having problems is with the drawing, especially this side of the face. And narrowing this little by little to get okay. Let's add a little bit of red to the mouth. Okay. Hello, Ernest Stevenson. How you develop depth layer upon layer is fascinating. Oh, thank you. Fatih is asking me to go. Oh, no, not question. Thank you. Full art. Hello. Maybe move down the eyebrows. Javier is telling me that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, maybe I will. Let me see. Let's put some red on the mouth. Okay, things that I have to do first. Darker red. Need to see this. Okay. Now more red on the mouth, the lips. Red and orange. Oh, by the way, I want to say my wife, she has started making live streams. She's painting landscapes in Spanish, but uh, kind of easy to follow. You know, I just want to, I just would like to all of you to subscribe to her channel. I'm kidding, okay? Yes. Just go to see her channel. If you like it, yes. Maybe you can consider subscribe. No, man, you gotta do it. You all. I'm gonna leave the link to one of the last her last videos. Okay. Okay. There's the link to my wife's channel. Oh, bye, Javier. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's continue. Yeah. She has started like a week ago. And she's she's painting landscapes and just that, pretty simple. Just like what I do here, basically the same. She's doing the same on her channel, with just landscapes. Okay, she has kind of the nostril is, wow. Okay, let's. It's pretty long line here for the nostril. Yep. Let's see. And getting close and getting close. Yep, 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 yep. I mean, at least is what I think. Let me know any question you have. Sometimes I don't know what to say. You can see what I'm doing. Sometimes I explain what I'm doing. Sometimes it's just I have to concentrate, and sometimes it's just easier to answer questions. Don't feel like you're interrupting me. For me, it's just like having a conversation with somebody that's close to me. Okay, I think everything is pretty good. Okay, I need more contrast. I'm gonna darken up more the background, especially here. I use more black and ultramarine blue, a touch of alizarin greens. I like it. I think it's better. Let me turn off the lights. Just a second. I love to do this because in this way I can see more clearly the lights, midtones, and shadows. It's just like squinting down my eyes. Okay. Okay. Now let's paint a bigger head. That's gonna make the face looks smaller. Oh, it's gonna be around here. Mixing just black, coming red, a touch of orange, okay? Touch of orange. Okay. Hello, Jonas. Hello, Tipu. Yeah. Tipu de la Cablu is asking me, what do you do to make sure that you achieve that? Any tricks? Yeah, Tipu is asking me about the likeness. Yeah, tricks. Okay. Yeah, like the trick. I don't know, but if having the photograph next to the painting, same size, is a trick, you know, you can use it. I think that helps a lot. And I have taught in a school of art, and I suggested that so many times to so many people, to my students, and I remember like it's like people hear me saying that, and they 2 of 10 they do that, and I don't know. People think that doesn't work, and maybe it doesn't work for some people. For me, it works. Comparison is pretty important for me to get the likeness. I need to compare. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna use just pure black with a little bit of alizarin crimson, and let's go over the eyes to make the eyes darker. Any other question? Let me know. Let me know. I like the questions. And if I don't know something, I promise I'm gonna investigate about that for the next time. Being a teacher is it pushes you to study more. There are so many things that I have forget. I have studied and I forget. And when I was a teacher, people ask you questions about history, about anything. And so many times you know, I wasn't able to answer the questions because it's difficult to remember everything. But that's pretty nice because it pushed me to go back to study again. And that's pretty good because when you paint, usually when I paint, it's like not lately, but it's usually it's how can I say it? It could be a really a profession that is gonna just put you alone in front of an easel for hours, and not even reading, nothing. Just the only thing that okay is maybe the thing that I do the most is listen music, and obviously with YouTube, I can just study a little bit of art history, and all of that. But it's not like it's not like you are fully concentrated because I've been even watching movies while I paint, and obviously I don't see. I just kind of see, listen. Basically, I listen the movie, and just the parts that I think are pretty exciting, I stop and I watch. When I share a studio with so many friends, I remember it was pretty common to kind of paint and having somebody next to you, speaking to you, just asking you questions or speaking about anything. It was, for me, I got used to that. I didn't get distracted to doing that. It's just like it was nice. After like an hour, it could be like an hour just speaking with any of my friends and painting. 2 hours, 3 hours. Obviously, nobody's gonna be there with me for 3 hours. It was like somebody was there for an hour, and we were like 8 people in that studio. It was a house. It was a big house, and one of my friends. It was a house. One of my mom's friend, I think. The thing is that she had the house. I mean, empty. We went there. We kind of each one of us took a room and make kind of smaller studios. And we were usually there like the whole day. We eat there. Sometimes I spend like 2, 3 days there just painting, and that was pretty nice. Weekends we used to drink some beers there with some friends. It was a house. It was pretty amazing. I have good memories about that time. And we shared that space for I think 5 or 6 years. Yeah. And I remember one of our friends started to get how can I say, to organize exhibitions. Okay, she was like she started to make some money organizing art exhibitions, and that was pretty nice for us, having a studio, paint basically daily, and having somebody that promote our paintings. That was perfect. I don't know what happened after that. I'm trying to remember. I think I moved to my own space. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I remember I moved to another studio for just for me alone. It was on the roof of a house, and I had a huge window, a lot of light. Imagine a house on the roof of the house, on the top of the house, a small just room, just there, alone. Around this room, it was nothing. That means it was a lot of air, a lot of light, and I had the whole roof to prepare my canvases. Oh, hello. Hello, Barbara. Hello, hello, Melanie. Oh, thank you, Melanie. Hello, Jonas. How many times can you retouch an oil painting without it cracking? Some said about 15 times. Jonas, Mark is asking me that. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't. I haven't read about that. I didn't know about that. There was a number of times that you can retouch a painting. Yeah, but this thing about cracking is usually because one. I mean, usually uh, one reason is because one layer dries faster than the other layer and creates some kind of contraction, in the layer just cracked. Okay. Another reason is the oil paint is just imagine that this is a canvas. The oil paint dries really, really hard, and the oil canvas, the canvas moves, you know. If you move to a place where is a lot of humidity, the canvas is gonna just it's gonna move like I don't know how it's gonna lose. If you move to a place that to another city, let's say that the weather is pretty, it's not there is no humidity, the canvas is gonna tense, and that movement definitely is gonna affect the oil paint, and that's gonna crack. That's why in the museums they keep the same humidity, same temperature. In this way, the canvas doesn't move, doesn't change, or canvas good or anything. Anything suffers. For example, the how do you say that? La Gioconda, the Mona Lisa from Da Vinci. That was painted on a wood. On a wood, or obviously it's gonna get affected by weather, humidity, all of that. That's why they try to keep it just much stable as much as possible. Melanie is asking me when you talk about painting with your friends, it sounds like a wonderful time in your life. Yeah, I think it was pretty nice. Uh, we were making plans, I was in my 20s, I think. No, no, sorry. In my 20s, I was my 25, 26. We were making plans to an exhibition, another exhibition here and there, and painting and just sharing, food. One rule that we had at that time, it was like any one of us, anyone that sells a painting, that day, that person has to pay the food for everybody. That was pretty nice because it was like a how do you say Christmas dinner. And that usually happens like once a week. And of course, sometimes there was a friend that he kind of disappeared. We know that this guy sold a painting and he didn't show up for a week. And obviously, we were waiting for him. Uh, and I remember one guy was like, "Hey, nothing happened." He said, "Well, you sold the painting. You didn't say anything." And he was just hoping that we forgot about that. We didn't forget. And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. I'm gonna buy, you know, fried chicken or anything." Yeah, that was pretty nice. The funny thing is sometimes we weekends usually. I went to the studio, let's say Sunday, and I find I have. Imagine you open the door, you find strange people there, people that you don't know, drunk. I said, "What?" And then it was just like, let's say, anyone just that was in a party and just end up there, with their friends. It's like for me, for example, I went to a party and I was with my friends from my neighbor. That's no one of those are artistic, doesn't have to do anything with art. We were just drinking and it was kind of late. It was we were like, hey, I mean, this kind of we are kind of far away from the neighborhood, you know. And I was, hey, I share a studio with my friends here, like pretty close. Let's go there, you know. Let's continue drinking there. We were young. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. And we stayed there just drinking, you know. And next day, if somebody show up, Sunday was like, what's this? I mean, strange people there. Oh, I say, oh, that's Renzo's friends. Yeah, something like that. That happens usually, I mean, once every 3, 4 months. We usually respect that studio a lot. It was just for painting and having fun, but just between us, you know, the dinners and painting, painting, painting. Mm. Yeah. I remember once there was a meeting, you know, it was a meeting because we were 8 on the studio, but some days you can count like 20 people on the studio. Remember, it was a big house, 2 floors, and we, you know, we had the meeting that was like, hey, so we gotta stop this, you know, like it's kind of, it's okay, you know, having some people here, but like too crowded, it's kind of difficult to paint. And people start speaking out loud, and for me, it was okay. I mean, I got used to paint and speak at the same time, but for some of my friends, they prefer just the silence, just to be quiet. And because the house it was big, it was possible, let's say for me, have some music in my space, and from one of my friends just to be complete silence. And we, you know, after that meeting, we just say, okay, we're not gonna bring more extra people here. We're gonna try, you know, but I think nothing happened. It's just like we were all friends. It's just like even some people they wanted to join to the studio, and you know, I didn't have a vote, an opinion there, but I remember some of my friends saying, "Hey, it's not possible. You know, we are 8. We accept like one more. We have to accept another more, and one, and that's gonna be just impossible. And there's no more rooms." Uh, okay, I'm gonna read the comments. Kilomervat, hello, Sonti B. A channel was talking about never cleaning your oil brushes. What do you think? Never cleaning. No, I mean, if I paint 24 hours without sleeping, maybe I won't clean it. No, to be honest, I have to clean it. I mean, you have a color there and you're gonna change it just to use another color. You're painting a red painting and you're gonna change to a blue painting. You're gonna change. You gotta clean your brushes. Yeah, maybe I think. eh, To know art is so free that I'm not gonna say that kind of impossible to say that something is right or wrong everybody has an opinion, and we gotta respect that opinion. But the thing about cleaning, I find kind of difficult to keep it. But anyway, hello Mervat, hello Kitachit. What kind of music do you enjoy? Okay, I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Okay, thank you. Okay. Uh, Tipu is telling me your portraits are very detailed. Have you ever considered loose painting? Yeah, yeah. In fact, I have like some videos that where I paint. You gotta check out those videos. There's like five, maybe 5 or 6 that I painted with a lot of paint. It's more a thicker painting. Yeah. Okay, about music. Okay. Yeah, there is a. Okay. I enjoy like a lot of music. Like to be honest, I don't know a lot of music came to my mind, and definitely there are some music that it depends where you are. Maybe you have never heard because it's just from here, from Peru. I was sharing like a month ago with my in my Patreon account with my students. I was sharing some music from Peru, and you know, it's not something that it's not out. It's not popular music out internationally. It's just from here. Okay, and the rest, the music is just the music maybe that everybody listen. I don't remember names, but I remember like some. This it's just like I don't know why. It's just like sometimes I stick to listen to one group, for a week, for a month. I don't know, and I was listening Nirvana for a week. I remember listening that out loud, you know, and painting. It was like my friends used to go to my space. That was in another studio. I have shared like 4 studios with friends. That was kind of common here. Just like having a roommate, but we do it between 3 4 people. And I used to listen to that music pretty loud. So my friends, they just like it was like, hey, turn the music down, like it's too loud. Yeah. Hello, Blanca. Sontic B. Okay, that channel was just promoting their paintings there. Oh, maybe I know what channel you're speaking about. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the draw paint mix, something like that. Yeah, draw paint mix. Yeah, I have seen that guy. Yeah, he's a pretty nice, pretty amazing painter. Yeah, if that works for him, yeah, perfect. Like I said, there's no right or wrong out here. If that works for somebody, perfect. It's like when like when somebody prepare canvases. Some of my friends love to prepare the canvases with a sponge. A sponge. They apply the gesso or paint, acrylic paint with a sponge. Some of them prefer a ruler to add the paint, or a palette knife, a big palette knife. you know. And some of them just prefer a big brush, like a 3-inch brush. Mervad is saying it looks older than the reference. The left cheek should be more curve, I think. Okay, I'm gonna check out that. Mervad, thank you. Yeah, at the same time, I think I need more shadows, or more lights. Maybe lights. Let me add a little bit of light. Okay, the distance between the brows are okay. Yeah, a lot of things that I have to fix there. Okay, you want me to continue telling you about the studios, art studios? I'm trying to remember what happened when I moved. I don't know how that ended up. I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I think they told me to go. Yeah, I was a bad influence. Yeah, yeah. I remember perfectly, but I don't want to tell you. You're gonna judge me. I don't want to be judged. Yeah, but they told me, hey, Orange, you gotta go out. You're not good here. You're not welcome anymore. And I said, oh my God, okay. I grabbed my things, my paintings, my brushes, my oils in one hand, my canvases in the other hand, and I go out, walking alone on the desert. Yeah, I mean, I was young. I got into some problems with somebody, and everybody blamed me, you know, and that was true. That was true. I cannot defend myself. I was the bad guy. They told me you gotta go. We're gonna be friends. We're still gonna be friends, but you're not allowed to get into the studio anymore. You know, I need some music like. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's not the music. But and I went. I found. I started looking for a new space. I remember I found tiny room in an old house, and I just put my things there and started to paint again. I remember that tiny room. It was an old, like there is here in Lima. There is old, really old constructions from like 200, 300. All of them looks like really old with the ceiling, the roof is pretty high, and it's pretty nice. Just you can hang a lot of paintings there, and yeah, I found a place. It was pretty. The only thing was pretty tiny. I had at that time those kind of beds that you roll up, like the beds that people use for camping. Yeah, I get there. I put my bed, my paintings, everything. Yeah, I started to cry. No, no way. Yeah. And then yeah, I started just painting there for. I think I stayed there for kind of a year. Pretty nice. A nice window, tiny door, a shared bathroom. But the house, it has a lot of rooms. But I just saw one guy, and just once. It's just the house was like it was empty. It was kind of scary at night because when I got into my little studio, it was pretty quiet, no one there, pretty dark. I have to just kind of walking on the darkness because if I turn on the light, who's gonna turn off the light? I have to. It was kind of in the middle, like you turn on the light, you get to your room, now you gotta go back to turn off the light, and I just had to walk on the darkness, and it was just in downtown. Imagine that it was just Okay, obviously Lima here is kind of small country, but imagine that I don't know how during just downtown, just there. Imagine that you're in New York in downtown with a lot of cars. It was just small, tiny street. In that small, tiny street, there was this old building, really, like 300 years building, and there, that was my little studio. And because of that the position of the building, in this tiny street, you cannot hear anything. It was you get out of the building, walk just half block. It was pretty noisy, a lot of cars, a lot of people on the street. But once you get inside, it was pretty quiet. It was like you're living, I don't know where, but pretty quiet. I love that about that tiny studio. Okay. Hello, Luis. Hello, El Ping. I don't know how to say your name. Sorry. I know a name that a couple of names that I don't know how to pronounce. Sorry. Tipu is telling me it looks like the right eyebrow are just a bit too high compared to the left one. Okay, gonna check out. Hello, China. You have any question about painting? Let me know because I can continue speaking about my little studios, and maybe that's gonna be kind of boring. Okay. How much does such a job cost? It depends on the client. It depends on the client. Melanie, I love your stories. Okay. Okay, Monique, see you tonight. Barbara is asking me, how do you come out with the idea of starting this YouTube channel? Yeah, I did create the YouTube channel like 10 years ago, and I didn't know anything about YouTube. It was for me just to put videos about my courses that I was trying to sell, uh, and I didn't do any live stream. I just was just like 10 short videos trying to sell my courses, and then my son, my son started he created a YouTube channel when he was like 8 years old, and he was all the time there. And for me, I didn't pay attention. I was painting, painting commissions, teaching, and the YouTube channel was just there. And my son, it was like I saw him just like for me it was just like a little kid just playing with a YouTube channel and just that. And, and he told me, you can do that when he was almost 12. Yeah, like no more, maybe 10. He showed me. Believe it or not, it was just the YouTube channel was there, just abandoned. My Spanish channel, you know, and he told me, hey, you gotta kind of, you can get some money. You don't get some money from your YouTube channel. And I said, yeah, I got some money, like, a little bit, like every 3, 4 months. Yeah. And I started to investigate more, and I saw people making a lot of money from YouTube. I said, okay, that's them, it's not me. I mean, my thing is another thing, is art. And I didn't do anything. I left the channel for another year. And then one day it was like, okay, let's try this. And I started to upload videos in Spanish, my Spanish channel. One video, another video, and oh my God, it was like I spent like 4 hours painting a portrait or anything, and 20 hours editing the video. It was like, oh, wow, this is just too much. And first, I didn't know how to edit the video. Always took me a lot. For my courses, it spent like a lot, but it was different. But for YouTube, like I said, no, I don't want to put that much time in this. And I said, okay, I'm gonna start making live streams. I saw this about live streams, and I just turned on the camera and I started to paint. With all the mistakes, because it's live and all the things that they say, okay, who cares? And I did it, and it was okay. It was nice, I got a nice response. People like it, and yeah. And then I said, hey, being studied English for years, I stayed in New York for a year. That's when I learned more English. That year, I was basically daily speaking English, and with my mistakes and everything. And I was, I learned a lot when I was in New York for that year. Like it was like 20 years ago, 18 years ago, yeah, to be more precise. And then I said, hey, why don't start YouTube in English? It's just like having something there and don't use it. And I said, hey, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And I turned on the camera and I went live. It was horrible. The audio was awful. Everything was terrible. When I was there, I realized that I didn't have a really, like a, how do you say, broad vocabulary. My vocabulary was limited just to say, speaking about just normal things, not especially speaking about, uh, you know, words about oil paints and all of that. And I said, who cares? I continued, if I make some people laugh, that's gonna be okay. And I started making one video after another video after another video. And I'm here making, and like for a few months, because of the pandemic, I started to making videos almost daily. Yeah. I didn't know what is, I didn't, I stopped working as a teacher. I didn't get too many commissions, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna paint more. I'm gonna put more time on the YouTube channel. And because of the YouTube channel, I start my Patreon account. I'm pretty happy with the Patreon account. I have met some amazing people, and we have a nice group, and we join, together, like we paint together like 3 times a week, even more. And we're starting lately to have paint parties. You know, you gotta be on Patreon to join the paint parties. But you just paint parties where we just paint for 3 4 hours and speak about anything. Those paint parties are just to get some motivation. Share just painting with. Yeah. Okay. Something is asking me, have you ever tried water-based oil paint? Yeah, yeah, I have some videos in my channel with I tried. I have tried water mixable oil paints. Hello, Sapna. It's been a little bit of time. It's been a while. Yeah. No, no, these are uh, regular oil paints. Mm. Uh, Mervat is telling me the nostril, the nose, not the curve. The nostril, the white of the eyes should be more white. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Wanna check out on that. And that was a story about the YouTube channel. I'm blending and always, trying to check out values, move the light a little bit. This thing about lights, midtones, has to do a lot with the likeness. If let's say the light, I move the light down, I lower the light a little bit, intensity, or I move the light lower, that's gonna affect the likeness. Okay, let me see. Yeah, you're right, Mervat. I need to light up the sclera, the white of the eye. Here. Okay. A highlight here. I'm holding my breath to paint this. And I have to uh, kill the edge. It was pretty nice sharing those studios with friends or alone. You know, I got married and everything stopped. I don't have life anymore. Yeah, I don't have life. I don't have friends. What happened? Okay, let's see the shape of the brown. I need to add a little bit of light on the brown. Hello, Mohammed. Somebody saying that don't understand me. He's using a Google translator. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. But one thing I noticed when I changed from one studio with all of my friends to a studio that was alone, it feels different. You kind of get used to be around people, and I was feeling lonely. I wanted to hang out with my friends, and after that, I went back to visit my friends to the old studio. Let me get back just to visit them, not to stay there. I was banned for life from my friend's studio. Nothing, just pure black. Move this up. Okay, there. I think that's okay. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, I need more light on the chin. I don't have any light here. When we paint the lights or highlights, remember that usually there is some areas where the highlights are lighter. Okay, and yeah, we can see clearly in the photograph that the light is concentrated here. That means that if I paint this highlight, I gotta be careful not to make it so bright or lighter than this one or this one or this one. Yeah. Okay, continue speaking about my mirror studio. I need a little bit of green. Okay, maybe green is not gonna be okay. A little bit of just black and white. see, okay, yeah, that's better. It's just black and white. Okay. Okay. I need more light. More highlights. Okay, let me think, let me think. Okay, okay, okay. I have captured the screen and opening Photoshop here. I need to see the reverse image. Okay. Hello, Sylvia. Just a second. Okay, now I'm gonna reverse this and let me check out. Okay, I think I got, okay, this is the maybe the part that's kind of difficult because I feel that I got the face, but obviously something is not okay, and that's the point that to know what's that. It could be about value. It could be about values. It could be about maybe it's about values. I mean, it could be about moving something a little bit up, a little bit lower. Yeah, I see something that is not okay on the nostril first. Okay, on the mouth, I need to make this a little bit darker here. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of things now that I have reversed the image. Okay, that's the things that you're gonna see if you use a mirror. A mirror, using a mirror is a must. Okay, remember. Okay, nowadays, that's kind of difficult to have a mirror with us. Like, yeah, maybe not that difficult. Maybe to use it is difficult. You can take a picture with your cell phone and just reverse the image. Okay, 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 okay. I have to reduce this here. Okay, I'm gonna make the photograph a little bit bigger, just to compare. There. Okay. Or at least I need to darken up here. what else? The brow. The brow is not okay here. A little bit darker maybe. Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to make this grow more light to make it more rounded. More rounded here. Okay. The upper lip looks like it's too thicker. Okay, what else it could be? Yeah, too thicker the lip. Yes, a little bit. Okay. Another thing that would be making this a little bit darker here. Okay. A little bit darker here. Okay, definitely this shadow here helps with the expression. Okay. And there's a tiny wrinkle here. Okay, more shadow below the mouth. Or maybe just... Okay, no, more shadow. Okay, what it is? What about here, this shadow here? Okay, yeah, maybe I gotta change that a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's see some questions. Okay. Hello, Sinet. Okay. What is the number one thing to practice in order to improve painting portraits? Draw more? Yeah, definitely drawing is definitely is one of the important things about painting. With drawing, you practice proportions. With drawing, you practice volume, values, and that's pretty important. That's value and color are stick together. There's no way to separate them, but definitely we need to practice in terms of thinking about value more than color because that's more important than if I gotta put. I mean, there's no way to separate it, but if I have to put like one first, that would be value. Okay, and when we draw, when we shade, when we draw, we basically practice just values because we don't have color. We don't see color. Let's say that we can get distracted by using color. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting pretty close. Always remember to taking care about the edges. Okay. Soft. Kill all the edges. Edges are something that's gonna hurt your painting more than anything. Okay. I'm gonna move this a little bit up. I kind of closer to. But I'm gonna leave it there. I see that this jacket is closer to the mandible, but I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. What else? What else? What else? I think I'm doing okay, but I need something more. Okay, more shadow. But what basically I'm correcting are values. I spend more time correcting values. Obviously, when I got the drawing that pretty close to the models, I mean the proportion, none of that. But it's a step by step. If somebody's having problem with proportions, I wouldn't be worried about values when you need to first to be good with proportions and then you move to values. Okay, the likeness, they say that's the last thing that we check out because that's going to be a consequence of practice, putting more time, and with practice, our observation is getting stronger, and that's what we need because we compare a lot to get the likeness. And we need a strong observation to compare. Okay, I think I need to darken up here. Okay. Another thing that I need to do is something that has to do with the mandible. Yeah, this is something that I said at the beginning. I see the shadow here is pretty dark on the photograph. Yeah. But I don't want to paint that shadow really dark. I prefer just to stay with this soft shadow. But what I need to get is the shape. I think the shape is not right. And at the same time, I think I'm gonna keep the ear a little bit darker. You can see on the photograph the ear is pretty light. But I'm gonna keep it darker. That's okay. Expression on the eyes. I think I should darken up the highlight here. I don't see the highlight below on the lower eyelid. I don't see that. What I see is more shadow here. Okay. Sorry, I'm not reading the comments right now. Okay. Mervat, I suggest work on the color of the mouth and then shine of the hair. It will give her more younger look. Okay, thank you. David Scott, hello. Hello, Art on Fire. Don't, don't we need the layers to dry before applying the next layer? Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm working on La Prima. It means that just one session. I'm trying to finish up as much as possible in just one sitting in 2 hours or 3 hours. Okay, in this case, that's gonna be maybe 2 hours and a half, or maybe more. Hmm. Oh, that's pretty good, David Scott. Yeah, it's pretty nice. David is saying that, I mean, he he has improved a lot by watching my videos. Feels pretty good to help. Okay, what else? What else? What else? I'm trying to create a value here between the brow to create some roundness here. Okay, and the same here. Then I need to darken up the brow. Move the brow a little below here. Tiny things that I'm trying to adjust. Okay, need a different brush. More light here. I want to get, for example, here, I want to get the thickness and the volume. Like the feeling that is kind of swollen. By the way, if somebody want to join my Patreon account, I have so many recorded videos there. You can get there just for $9 per month. Right now, you can see uh, up to 200 videos. Yeah, I need to make the cheek grow a little bit. Always softening edges, okay? There are gonna be some areas that are gonna be pretty difficult to soften edges, but we gotta try. And this area that's close to the tear duct, I use more red in that area to represent the transparency of the skin on the area that's close to the tear duct. Because that's dark because of the skin is in shadow. It's not that the skin is darker there. It's just the skin in shadow. This portion is darker just because of the eyelashes, which is different, you know. Eyelashes make this looks darker. A common mistake is painting the upper part of the eyelid where the eyelashes grow, everything darker, black, from the corner of the eye to the tear duct. It shouldn't be like that, okay? And sometimes we paint the lower eyelid this pretty dark at the same time, dark, dark. I'm gonna knock down the highlight here. I think that's better. I'm gonna read the comments in a minute. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna go in the mouth. I'm using just permanent alizarin crimson, just alone without anything more. Okay. Thank you, Melanie, for all the translation you're doing. Yeah. Thank you, Desiree. Yeah. Uh, David Scott, you make it look easy. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you so much, Melanie. I think that's okay. Uh, Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. David is saying your tutorials are brilliant, so informative, and revealing how to accomplish a far better paint. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, that's nice that some people are learning from the demos. If somebody wants to learn more, you should go to my Patreon account. Promoting my Patreon account. Okay, I gotta continue comparing. I'm gonna use this brush for blending. Pick up a little bit of paint, and for example, I'm gonna add a little bit of light here. Okay, I do this and I blend. Oh, the neck is not okay. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna paint a little bit of the hair. A little bit. Just using the brush that I'm using for blending. Because the brush is frayed out. You can see the hair. And that helps, to create the illusion of too many lines on the painting. I have to soften this edge. I have to lose this edge. And darken up here a little bit more. Oops. Oops. I make it worse. Any question? Let me know about painting. Okay, I'm gonna do something here. Just gonna mix black with alizarin crimson. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. What about this? Something is not okay here. Oh, I think I have to move even a little bit more the cheek. It's kind of difficult to say. Mm. David Scott is saying, I only started painting during lockdown. It took my mind to a more positive place. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Uh, David Scott is asking me, have you ever tried to duplicate a masterpiece? Or, yeah, yeah. I mean, in fact, we practice once a month. We copy a masterpiece on Patreon, and I wanna try one of these days here in YouTube. Okay. Uh, in Russia, they want to ban the YouTube channel. What do they say about this in America? Yeah, I wouldn't like to speak about that. Yeah. Hello, Ishar has a question. Can we use acrylics too? Yeah, of course. If you check out my channel, you're gonna see that I painted some portraits with acrylics. Tipo de la Cablu saying, I agree with someone who said earlier that the shadow on her neck has to be darker. The shadow, eh? Yeah, I'm choosing not to make it darker. I'm choosing. Yeah, and Sylvia saying your paint is very beautiful, but the hair is darker in the picture. Yeah, it's darker. I kind of, I cannot get to that dark. I don't know why. Maybe that would be necessary to let the painting dry to get it that dark, or because I don't want to accumulate more and more paint. That would be the other option, or just take a palette knife, clean out, and paint more. But I don't want to add just black. That's. Let me. I have burnt sienna here, or burnt umber. Where's my burnt umber? Oh, okay, I don't have it here. Let me see. Okay, I don't have it. I had it here. The burnt sienna. I don't have it. Okay, sorry. I was looking for birds. And I have, some animals here. I have cats and a dog, and as they play a little bit. They move the tube a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's closed, but I don't know where it is right now. Okay, let's continue with what I have. Yeah, the hair is darker. I know. Maybe. Yeah, anyway, to be honest, I don't care about that much. I don't consider that like a mistake. I know the hair is dark. I painted lighter. Yep, no big deal. No, I'm not saying that you gotta skip on those things. It's for me. Like, I don't care about that right now. And yeah, You know, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't think that could be considered a huge mistake. About the darkness here, I decided to make it lighter. I just think that's gonna be better just to instead of having something black here. Yeah, I don't like that idea. I'm going more with reddish, darker reddish color, and just that. You know that we are free to change little things that we think that are gonna work. It doesn't mean that I'm right. We can change things and make it. Maybe we're gonna just make a mistake, but that's okay. It's just follow what you feel that what you like. You know, some people are gonna like your painting, some people won't. That's normal. And basically, we follow what we want. Okay, another thing that I'm changing is the value on the ear. The ear is lighter, you see. I'm changing that a little bit. I don't want the light on the ear. Okay. Mm, where is I can add pure black here. Yeah, here is gonna be okay. Add pure black. Just pretty thick. Yep. Yes, there. Okay, a little bit of white here. Just to create a little bit of contrast. Okay. Yeah, things that I have to always check out. For example, I need more shadow here. More, a little bit more. Darken up that shadow below the nostril. Let me turn off the lights. Yeah, I like it. I like it. The nose should be pointy. Yeah, that's maybe. Oh, I'm gonna try to hold my hand on the air. Yeah. Hello to Koa FIFA. Doing okay, thank you. Hello Camellia. Yeah. David Scott says, I found watching you mix your paints to get the right color so enlightening. And watch over and over again to achieve something solidarity, but nowhere close to the master himself. Okay. Okay. What else? Let me continue checking out. I'm squinting down my eyes. I know that I'm trying to find what is missing. What is missing? little bit of red here on the shadow, basically adding pure cadmium red. Shadow here, pure cadmium red, a tiny bit. Here. Yeah, something's not okay with the chin. It should be more rounded. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna work a little bit with my light. I have turned off one of my lights. That's why you see my painting a little bit darker. Okay, it's just like squinting down my eyes. I need this a little bit, okay? Okay, I need a transition here to create roughness. Okay, so highlight here, highlight, highlight, highlight. Okay, what about the eye? Something's not okay there. It looks like the eye should move it like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. At this stage, we have a lot of doubts. That's okay. We need to just ask ourselves a lot of questions. See? Okay. Turn on the light again. Okay, I'm almost close to the end. Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. Remember, I'm promoting always my Patreon account for people that wants to, paint along with me, like for more, like we paint Tuesdays, draw Thursdays, critique Fridays. We paint Saturdays morning, Sundays morning. We paint like the whole week. Okay, and another thing that I'm doing is trying to promote my wife's channel. She's starting to paint landscape. Okay, she's doing live streams, landscapes. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, David Scott. Okay, that's pretty nice, David Scott. Kitachik is saying, my dog, when she was young, ate my yellow ochre and black paint. She pooped the prettiest shade of green. By the way, she didn't get sick. Yeah, that happens to me. I mean, my one of my dogs ate half of this huge blue tube, and he was just making blue poop poo poo for like 4 days. Yeah. Thank you, Cheryl Marie, on Facebook. Okay, let me see, let me see. I gotta go back to here and I think definitely when we paint the prim at some point we won't know maybe what to do. Definitely I need to rest my eyes. No, but I'm pretty happy with the painting. I think I got expression. I like the color. Uh, uh, I like my choosing about contrast. You know, especially about the neck. I didn't want to make it darker, and I think it's working pretty good. It looks kind of transparent. Pretty sure that a dark shadow here on the neck. On the painting, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work. And the photograph is okay, but the painting, no, I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, let's see what else we can do. I'm adding some touches of orange here, just some tiny touches, okay? A little bit more red, pure red here because there's gonna be a cast shadow from the upper lip. Red with cut red with permanent alizarin crimson. Okay, more red here, red and here. Oh, that was too intense. And I gotta kill this edge. Yes, pretty. Okay. Okay, what about expression? Okay, something here. Oh my god, I see something here. I need a cast shadow from the upper eyelid. Here. Okay, to make it more rounded. And I think I did it wrong. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. Fix here. I'm gonna fix here. Yeah. A highlight on the tip of the nose. To make it more pointy. Yep. A highlight here. It's kind of a yellowish highlight. What about expression? Expression is okay. I think it's okay. A highlight here. Tiny bit, okay. Highlight here. Yep. I need to make this a little bit of shadow here. Okay, getting to the end, I think I could stay here for maybe an extra hour, but I don't think that's gonna make any difference. At some point, we already tired and we need to rest our eyes. What I mean is I don't think that putting 2 or 3 hours are gonna get any result because I mean, right now, at some point we're gonna struggle to see what to fix to compare, and obviously there's gonna be a lot of things always that are not gonna be okay. I'm trying to get to the point that I like the painting and getting close to the likeness, but knowing that things maybe are a little bit different in some areas, but you know, I don't think they're gonna be able to correct every little thing. And since sometimes we add a brush stroke, and sometimes we wish we should to go back, like oh yeah, I shouldn't do that. It was pretty good before. Okay. Okay, I'm missing some eyelashes on one eye. Yeah, 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 yeah. Missing some eyelashes here. I don't see too much of the eyelashes, but I see a lot of eyelashes here in this eye. That means that this eye has to it to have some eyelashes. Okay. Oh, David is asking me, is this canvas yet? Oh, board is canvas. Okay, I think that's gonna be for today. Somebody's asking me if I'm self-taught or did you study or not? I studied in our art school for 6 years, 30 years ago. Bye, Melanie. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you so much for your help here translating what I say. Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and see you next time. I will try to make a live stream tomorrow. Hope I'm gonna be able to do it. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Take care, you all. Wait, I'm missing something. No, that's okay. I'm just going to. Yeah, I think everything's okay. There. Bye, everybody. Take care. See you next time.